Hi guys, this is Mr. C and you're welcome to my YouTube channel once more. Today I'm going to discuss with you guys the options that are available for international students after their study here in Hungary. So what this means is that after your study here in Hungary, what can you do? What are the options for you to remain here in Hungary, especially for those who would like to pursue permanent residency here in Hungary, or those who would like to pursue citizenship in the future here in Hungary. So I'll ask you guys to sit tight. Now, if you're a new viewer to this channel is all about helping you guys to understand the immigration process. If you want to travel overseas in search of a job, or you want to move overseas for study, the whole purpose of this channel is to help you guys avoid immigration scams, okay? To avoid falling prey to agents who charge you exorbitant amount of money for visa processing. And although this channel goal is to really outline the process for applying for visas or institution universities overseas, it does not really guarantee that the process is going to be easy and straightforward. Right now, without much ado, let us continue to the topic of today. Okay, now after your studies here in Hungary, you have two options. According to the law which was enacted in the Hungarian immigration last year, 2024, and amended in January this year, 2025, there are two options available for you guys after finishing your studies here in Hungary, whether it's a degree or whether it's a master's or PhD, it doesn't matter. You have two options after completing your studies here in Hungary, as long as you are a non-EU national. Do you understand? As long as you're a non-EU national, as long as you're a person who is not from the European member states, okay, which belongs to the European Union, okay? Now, the first option is you have the ability, or let's say you have the permission to apply for residence permit for the purpose of seeking a job or purpose of seeking employment. The order on the list is you have the option of applying for a residence permit for the purpose of starting up a business. Now, these two residence permits can only be granted for a period of 9 months in total. And within this period of 9 months, you must be able to find a job, or you must be able to establish a business here in Hungary. I hope this is clear. And this residence permit, like I said, is only valid for 9 months. After 9 months, you have to pack up and go. Now, of course, there are other options which are available as well. But before I discuss about those options which are available, I would like to state something which I have not mentioned yet. During your time of studying, if you are able to find a job here in Hungary, you still have to go back to your country. So it happens this way. Let's imagine that before completing your studies, you have an employer. You could find a job, a company here in Hungary who is offering you a job, who has a job offer for you. Now, in this case, you have to terminate your current residence permit, go back to your country, and then apply at the consular, at the embassy of Hungary in your country. Or your employer may also be able to apply for your residence permit at the portal or enter Hungary. But the later is mostly the case, that you have to go back home and then apply to come back to Hungary. Even for those people who are exempted from a visa to enter Hungary, who are visa free, they also have to go back home after the completion of their studies, or if they find a job here in Hungary. Now, after this being said, let me talk about the other options which are available for you. And this option is only possible if you take the job seeking part and you were able to find a job, okay? Let's imagine that you applied after your studies, and then you applied for the job seeking residence permit. You are able to find a job. Now, there are 2 or 3 options which are also available for you in this case. The first is that you're able to apply for a Hungarian card, number 1. Or second is that you'll be able to apply for an EU blue card. Okay. Now, these options also have their own criteria. To apply for a Hungarian card, you must have a qualification the professional qualification which was obtained overseas, which was obtained abroad. Your professional qualification should not be obtained here in Hungary. So what it means is that if you study medicine in Hungary and then you find a job that enables you to work as a, let's say, doctor, you cannot apply for a Hungarian card because you had your qualification here in Hungary, so you cannot apply for a Hungarian card. And the Hungarian card also have other criteria, which is that it's only issued for professional qualifications which are in the area of IT, engineering, natural sciences, singing, and music. So if your professional qualification is around other career areas, you'll not be able to apply for this Hungarian card. Is that good? And something you need to know also is that the Hungarian card is valid. When issued, it is valid for 3 years. It enables you to work and reside here in Hungary. And to have a Hungarian card, you must have an employment. Okay, you must have a job offer, or you must be currently employed. Okay. Anyway, now the second on the list of the options which are available to you is that you can apply for an EU Blue Card. An EU Blue Card enables you to live and work anywhere in the member states of the European Union. And to be granted an EU Blue Card, you also have to meet certain criteria as well. And one of the criteria is that your professional qualification, the wages that you will be paid for this job has to be at least up to 706,937 Hungarian forints. And in euro, that is about 1,760 euro per month, or about 2,188 euro per month. So this is how you can qualify to apply for an EU Blue Card. An EU Blue Card is also only granted to professional personnel who hold very high employment positions here in Hungary. I hope you understand that. And of course, for the EU Blue Card, the job you are applying for or the job you are taking must match or be relevant to your professional qualification. In essence, it means that if you have a job, if you have a professional qualification in medicine, your job has to be relevant or related to medical career path. I hope that is very, very clear. Now, if you choose to apply for the residence permit for the purpose of finding a job and you're able to establish a business, now you can apply for a residence permit for the purpose of self-employment. Okay, and residence permit for the purpose of self-employment is only issued for personnel who are, for example, the CEO of a business, if you are the owner of a business, or you are a co-founder of a business, or you are self-employed and you earn an income through gainful activity, or you are, I don't know, maybe a prosy, or you hold a certain position. Okay, and in this case, you will be able to apply for residence permit for the purpose of self-employment. And of course, I know you guys have been waiting for the other options which are available to you guys, but it's easy when you understand the steps that you can take. And if you have the Hungarian card, which is issued for 3 years, after your 3 years of continuous employment, you may be able to apply for a permanent residence permit here in Hungary. And after your permanent residence permit, you may be eligible to apply for Hungarian citizenship. But before we go to that part, I want to talk about other options which are also available for you guys. Now, there are some non-EU nationals who are able to apply for the Hungarian card without meeting the criteria of having a professional qualification which have been obtained overseas. And the list of the countries which are exempted from these are Bosnia and Herzegovina, I believe, Republic of North Macedonia, Republic of Belarus, Moldova, Republic of Montenegro, and Russian Federation, Serbian, and Ukrainians. So the citizens of these countries are able to apply for the Hungarian card without the need of holding a qualification which was obtained overseas. And of course, last in the list is that you can apply for the residence permit for the purpose of family reunification. So this means that if you have a child by a Hungarian spouse, you may be able to apply for residence permit for the purpose of family reunification. Okay, that means you want to come together with your family. And also, if you're married to a Hungarian citizen, you are eligible to apply for residence permit for this purpose as well. And now, if you are married to a Hungarian citizen, you are eligible to apply for. If you're married to a Hungarian citizen and you have a child, you are eligible to apply for Hungarian citizenship after 3 years. And of course, you also have to meet certain criteria. And some of the criteria is that you must have lived peacefully here in Hungary without any criminal record. Okay, you don't have any criminal record, and also you have a very stable financial record, or you have a stable job, and you have a stable livelihood. Okay, and in this case, not just you, okay, but your spouse as well can represent you in this regard. Okay, now you'll be able to apply for Hungarian citizenship after 3 years of living together with your spouse and having one child. Now, if you live in Hungary continuously, maybe through job, you are eligible, and you've obtained the PRO, you are eligible to apply for Hungarian citizenship after 8 years. And if you're a person, if you're a stateless person, or you were born in Hungary by a stateless person, or they are not able to establish your nationality, you are eligible to apply for citizenship after 5 years. Okay. Now there is something I need to say as well, which I haven't. When you have the Hungarian permanent residence, it's usually valid for 10 years. It allows you to live in Hungary indefinitely, but it has to be renewed after every 10 years. Okay, so guys, these are all the parts that you have and the ways that you can follow to obtain the Hungarian permanent residence permit or the Hungarian citizenship. And I hope this is very clear. And something that I need to mention, which I have forgotten already, is that should you choose to apply for residence permit for the purpose of seeking a job at the end of your studies, if at the end of the 9 months you're not able to find a job, you cannot go back and apply for another studies while here in Hungary. In this case, you will have to return back to your country, apply for admission here in Hungary, and then apply at a consular at your country of residence before coming back to Hungary. So you can't remain in Hungary with the job-seeking residence permit and apply for studies. You can't do that. And if you choose this residence permit to seek a job, and then you find a partner, the Hungarian that you want to get married to, or you have a child, you cannot switch. Okay, you cannot apply for residence permit for family reunification. You can't do that. In this case, once your residence permit is terminated, you will have to go back home and start applying to visit your family. And I hope this is very clear to you guys, and I hope you understand everything I said. And if you have a question, of course, you are free to leave your question in the comment section below. And as I said, if you're a new subscriber, if you're a new viewer to this channel, do not forget to hit the subscribe button. That is how you support this channel. And if you're an already existing subscriber, hit the like button, share this content so it can help people make a very well informed decision before coming to Hungary. And of course, as of the question about job opportunities in Hungary, I need to tell you that the job market here in Hungary is kind of scarce for foreigners. It's kind of scarce, and if you are able to speak the Hungarian language fluently, it can greatly increase your opportunities of landing a job here in Hungary. But when it comes to giving jobs to foreigners in Hungary, it is a little bit very complicated. And I'm saying this is because if you follow the Hungarian president on Twitter, you might have seen some of his posts about things like the Hungarian job is made for the Hungarians, and if they are not able to find a Hungarian that can take this job, they will teach a Hungarian to learn that skill. Okay. Anyway, this is not to say that foreigners don't get employment here. It's just to let you guys know that it's really very complicated, and it's really hard. It's really hard to have an employment here. You have to be very good, and your employer must be able to establish that they cannot find any other person, any other Hungarian who can take that job or who is fit for that job. And anyway, before I end this session, I would like to clarify something which is very, very important. And what I want to clarify is that although this channel is to help you guys to make very good decision before you travel, is to help you guys avoid falling prey to immigration scams and so forth, to agents, and to save money and to do these things yourself if you can. And I also ask you guys to send me emails if you don't understand something. So what I've noticed is that people try to take advantage of these options that I'm giving to you guys, and for that reason I'm going to stop replying to emails. Of course, if you want me to reply your email, you will see my paper handle, my paper username there. Put something there on the paper and I will reply to your email. And this doesn't mean that I'm going to offer you my service in every regard, but if you want me to really look at your email, put something in the paper, because when your email comes and I see your email with your questions, I'm going to go to my paper and see if there's any donation in paper with your name. And if there's no donation in paper with your name, or you're not asking for how to donate to me, other options, how to donate to me, and you're not asking for a professional service, a paid service, I'm not going to reply to your email, because I'm saying this because I've done this and I see that Nigerians, things like this don't really work for you guys. You go to the church, you give offerings and you do things, but when it comes to information like this, you come here, you extract these informations, and you even go as far as writing me emails. I take my time to reply to these emails to make sure that I help you guys, and I help you guys in ways that you're going to benefit from, but in return you give nothing back, and this channel cannot be sustained without a form of donation or a form of money coming in. Okay, so henceforth I'm not going to reply to my emails if I'm not getting any donation from you and you're not asking for a professional service from me. So anyway, that is it for today. I hope you enjoy this content, and if you have questions, of course, leave your questions. I will try to answer your questions as possible as I can, and until then, see you guys next time. Ciao.